On last weekend, Kunrina, the Southeast Asia ministers went to Washington to sign a pact on a sideline agenda from the World Bank and IMF meeting, and that is the pact signed on the ASEAN Infrastructure Fund. That is a fund that will pool the money from the Southeast Asian nations of about 500 million US dollars to help do many good things in the region.
This fund, essentially, it's supposed to offer loans to countries who need to build their roads and the railways, basically their infrastructure.
That's right. And we have the main contributors, which are Malaysia, who is the biggest contributor with about 150 million US dollars, followed by Indonesia, who contribute 120 million US dollars.
Right, and the Manila-based bank, the Asian Development Bank, also will contribute 150 million US dollars as well.
Right, same as Malaysia. Well, we have a bit of Myanmar absent, not participating yet, and Thailand also will not take part immediately. Still waiting to see what's going on. But Dr. Surin said Thailand will likely be expected to participate in this agreement. And we will be talking to the Asia Development Bank expert, Mr. Arjun Goswami, the Director of Regional Cooperation and Operations in Southeast Asia. Welcome, Mr. Goswami.
Good afternoon.
Yes, hello.
Hi.
Hello, nice having you on the show. So, Mr. Goswami, how important is the infrastructure fund here for ASEAN to develop the needs of infrastructure projects?
Well, I think it's quite important because in 2010, the ASEAN leaders formulated the master plan on ASEAN connectivity. And that is designed to make connectivity infrastructure a key driver for accelerating the development of the ASEAN economic community by 2015. But the financing needs for the infrastructure deficit in ASEAN is very large. So government budgets and official development assistance, although it's contributing to it, is not enough. And so there's a need for innovative financing instruments. And ASEAN Infrastructure Fund is one of those very innovative financing instruments.
Mr. Arjun, how can the money for this infrastructure fund be mobilized? Is it going to come from Asian bonds?
Actually, it will come in three ways. It will come, first of all, in the form of equity contributions. And you've, I think, mentioned already ASEAN member countries who are contributing to it, along with the ADB. This will be done in three tranches, 2012, 2013, 2014, to make up roughly this $485 million of core equity. Secondly, a couple of years from now, there will be the issuance of so-called hybrid capital for long-term institutional investors, and they will also contribute some funding. And finally, there will be the issuance of bonds, of debt by AIF, and those will be are designed to be purchased by various institutions, including, we hope, central banks in the region and outside the region.
Okay, will the ASEAN Fund be operating on the commercial basis, or will it team up with ADB or World Bank?
Okay, I think the way this will work is that ADB will act as the administrator of the fund, and every AIF financed project will be co-financed by ADB. So ADB is equity shareholder, administrator, and co-financier. We're trying to provide catalytic support to this fund. In terms of its sovereign lending that the fund will do, these will need to be viable sovereign projects. There is a small percentage of non-sovereign lending it will do after a few years. Those will have to be bankable projects.
Well, thank you very much for your joining to the program, Mr. Goswami.
Thank you so much, Mr. Goswami.